Hello everyone, welcome to Introduction to Svelte screencast. I'm Fahad, student of Master's in Computer Science at City College of New York. This screencast is for class purpose. First, we have to know what is Svelte. Svelte is a lightweight JavaScript library. It is also a user interface framework like React or Vue.js. It handles the same problems as they do. Svelte is developed by Rich Harris. Svelte writing writes your app more efficient way possible. Result will be faster loading, faster running, and zero waste. It also makes your JavaScript codes lighter. Here is some references for Svelte. The main idea of Svelte is frameworks without the framework. We do a lot of coding that take time to load. So the main idea of Svelte is to make our app faster in the runtime. What frameworks do is they move around the complexity of your code that you did or didn't do. Frameworks like React or Vue.js are so much successful because they ease your thoughts, not your code. What if your framework doesn't run on your browser? What if you have a framework which turns your code into vanilla JavaScript like Babel converts ES 2016 to ES5? This is what Svelte do. You write your component using JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and Svelte turns that into a vanilla JavaScript module. Pros of Svelte. According to JS framework benchmark, Svelte is so much faster than other framework. You also have to write less code and it saves memory space. It is also simple and familiar and you will have access to custom solutions for your component events. Svelte is new. It is still under development. It came out in the market in November 2016. Does it have a small community? But it is very useful and it is still growing. Now we're going to compare Svelte with other popular framework in the market. First, Vue.js versus Svelte. Vue is easy, reliable, simple, and it have a good documentation. It simplify Angular JS, and it have some intuitive APIs. The configuration of Vue is smooth. On the other hand, Svelte has all of those criteria except large community because it is still under development. It is a JavaScript compiler to run program faster and it is still growing. Now let's see the differences between React and Svelte. In React, you cannot edit or control any component. Not to mention, you probably have to use other libraries like Redux or Flux, which makes your project file bigger. On the other hand, on Svelte, you might have no control over compiler. You can create your own component and choose your own agent. Svelte is twice faster than React, way more portable than React or Vue.js. It is also readable and maintainable without the original component file. Requirements for Svelte. To do coding in Svelte, you must have to know about terminal or command prompt. Otherwise, you cannot do it. You have to install Node.js on your computer. If you don't have Node.js, you run this code with the Ruby in it in your command prompt or in your terminal and press enter, and it will install Ruby in your brew in your browser, in your computer, sorry. Then you open your command again and write down brew install node, and that will install Node.js on your computer. You also have to know primary knowledges about JavaScript. You also have to know CSS or HTML. You can use any kind of text editor you want. So when you are done with everything, now let's see a simple example in Svelte. First, let's install CLI Svelte, and you can install it just writing down npm install z Svelte CLI. And after you are done, you'll see a screen like this picture here. Then you can make any kind of directory with any kind of name, and then using your command prompt, go to that directory. Then create hello.html on that directory and write down this code. Now you have to compile that hello.html file. Just write down svelte compile format IIFE hello.html to hello.js, and it will after compilation you'll see this picture. Now create a index.html including scripts like this. Now save the after saving your index.html, you can open your index.html from your terminal. Just write down open index.html and it will show you result, and the output is that hello Fahad. Now that let's run this program on here. I have command prompt already open. And it shows the result. It's right here. Now that we have seen the hello Fahad program in Svelte, let's dig deeper. We are going to make a simple rock collection application, and in that application there will be a list of rocks that we will be creating first, and then there will be a create, update and delete option in that application. I will be showing that application in the terminal for you guys. Let's go to this Svelte folder first. Let's see what's in here. We're going to rock apps. First, let's see what's in the index.html file. Here's the index.html file. I have created the list of rocks right here. It's already here. There's 5 rocks here with the name and the location and the date found, and we'll be referring to rock.js, which we'll find after compiling the rock.html file. And here we'll be referring to the rock. This new rock refers to the rock.html file. After that, we'll just get out of here. What's happening? All right, let's go to the rock.html file. Here's the rock.html file. First, here we created 3 different space for name of the rock, found location and the found date. After that, we immediately after that we created 3 different buttons for add, update and remove. and here is the list we are creating. We know that other frameworks try to avoid two-way binding. Here in Svelte we have to use two-way binding. It's just a option Svelte offers. We are creating the list right here. After that, this is the style part. After that, here's this data refers to the default component, and which we saw earlier. The On the index.html file there will be name, location, and the date of the rock, and it will goes to the index.html file. When we will run this index.html file, we'll see it. Computed is just an object reader provided by Svelte, and here is on create is one of the hooks provided by control logic, provided by Svelte for control logic. The other one is on destroy. Uh, Also, Svelte also provides custom methods for us for to ease our work, and we can use our own methods too. All right. Here we're adding the functionality for the removal. Here we're adding the functionality for update, and here we're adding the functionality for creating. All right. Let's save it. After that, I will compile it. Compile rock.html file. Let's see. Where is it? Let's rock Svelte compile format IIFE, rock.html, and rock.js. Make sure you compile every time you edit your file, otherwise it wouldn't be changing. Every time you make a change in your files, you have to compile it. Now let's open. All right, here is our application. Let's try to add something. All right, moon, location, space, found date, 1st January. All right, let's try to add it. All right, it added. Let's try to edit something else. Let's remove this, add some here, update, and it updated. Let's try to update the name, stones, and it updated. Let's try to remove it. It removes. Let's try to add something else. Hello, this is Svelte, and this is 2017, and adds. Just because this is new, it's going to the last of the list, and this is our simple application. I have shown you all the necessary steps right here. You can follow the steps to run this application. Here is some list of Svelte compilers. I have used only Svelte CLI. For more complicated projects, you can use a rollup plugin or Sveltify or Gulp Svelte or Metalsmith. And here's some issues and recommendation that you always have to use capital letters for your file. Start your file name with capital letters, otherwise it will just throw you an error. And use this help page, it helped me a lot. You can, all right, and you can use this discuss issues. You can discuss your issues here. I have find some very useful uh, suggestions from there, and you can also follow readme file on my repo to run how to see how to run those applications. Here's some references for Svelte. I have used the Mozilla Developer Network a lot. And this is our presentation. Thank you very much. Have a good day.